The law of attraction, unlocking God's favor. Good morning. I want to remind you today that you are not here by accident. You are not ordinary. You are divinely designed for a purpose. There is greatness in you. And when you align your thoughts with God's promises, you activate what I call the law of attraction through faith. The Bible says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." That's not just a nice saying, it's a spiritual principle. What you focus on, you draw into your life. If you focus on defeat, you'll attract defeat. But if you focus on victory, healing, favor, and blessing, you open the door for God to work miracles. You've got to see it in your spirit before you see it in the natural. That's faith. You're not waiting for circumstances to change before you believe. No, you're believing so circumstances will have to change. You're attracting what you believe, not just what you want. You are a magnet for the goodness of God when your heart stays in alignment with His Word. Instead of worrying, worship. Instead of speaking defeat, declare the promise. Speak life, speak abundance, speak healing. Don't talk yourself out of your destiny. Talk yourself into it. Get up each day and say, "This is going to be a blessed day. God's favor surrounds me. Something good is coming my way." You may not see it yet, but your faith is setting the table for God's blessings. So keep believing, keep expecting, and keep attracting the favor of God. Your miracle is already on the way. You attract what you believe because your beliefs shape your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your reality. If you carry a mindset of lack, fear, or defeat, you'll unknowingly draw those very things into your life. But when you believe you're favored, blessed, and destined for greatness, that belief sets a spiritual force in motion. You start walking differently, talking differently, expecting differently. People are drawn to confidence rooted in faith. Opportunities align, doors open, and breakthroughs happen, not by chance, but because your heart is anchored in truth. What you believe on the inside will always show up on the outside. Faith precedes the manifestation because believing is the first step to receiving. You can't wait to see the promise fulfilled before you believe it. Faith requires that you trust in what's unseen. Just like a seed is planted before the harvest comes, your faith must be planted in your heart before the breakthrough arrives. When you walk by faith, you speak the promise even when your situation says otherwise. You keep showing up, praying, declaring, and trusting, knowing that God is working behind the scenes. Manifestation follows faith, not the other way around. What you believe today prepares the way for tomorrow's miracle. Your words have creative power because they are more than just sounds. They are seeds. Every time you speak, you are planting something into your future. If you speak defeat, lack, or fear, you're inviting those very things into your life. But when you speak life, hope, healing, and victory, you're aligning with God's promises and creating a pathway for His blessings. The Bible says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue." Your words set the direction of your life. Speak what you want to see, not just what you feel. Declare greatness, even when circumstances say otherwise. Aligning with God's promises means choosing to believe what He says about you, even when your situation tells a different story. It's refusing to let fear, doubt, or disappointment write your future. God has spoken promises of peace, purpose, favor, and victory over your life. When you align your thoughts, words, and actions with those promises, you position yourself to receive His best. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about trusting a greater reality. His word is unchanging, even when your circumstances shift. Stay anchored in His truth, and you'll walk in strength, knowing He is faithful to fulfill what He promised. Expect favor daily. Wake up each morning expecting something good to happen. That expectation is not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual principle at work. The law of attraction through faith means your expectations act like a magnet. When you believe favor is coming, you start noticing opportunities, walking in confidence, and speaking life over your day. You're not hoping out of desperation. You're expecting from a place of trust, knowing that God's goodness is chasing after you. Even when things look uncertain, choose to expect the best. Favor is not earned, it's received by faith. What you expect, you begin to attract. Gratitude and worship unlock blessings because they shift your focus from what's lacking to what God has already done. A thankful heart attracts increase. It tells heaven, I trust you, even before the breakthrough. When you choose worship over worry, you're inviting God's presence into your situation. Worry closes doors, but gratitude opens them. Worship magnifies God's power above your problems and creates an atmosphere where miracles can happen. It's not just about singing songs. It's about living in a posture of praise. When you stay thankful and keep worship in your heart, blessings are drawn to you like a magnet. Your destiny responds to your faith, because faith is the bridge between where you are and where God is taking you. It's not your background, your talent, or your connections that determine your future. It's your ability to believe when there's no evidence yet. Faith activates movement in the spiritual realm. When you believe big, speak boldly, and act in confidence, you send a signal that you're ready for more. God meets you at the level of your expectation. If you stay discouraged, doors may remain closed. But when your faith stays strong, your destiny opens up and favor begins to follow.